We have talked about canon ships and we have talked about non-canon ships, and there is a brand of non-canon ships that we have never discussed, and that is the poly ships. Most fandoms do have poly ships, but they aren't discussed as much because, well, honestly, it's because most of them are treated like jokes. Just people jokingly say that, hey, what if instead of choosing one of the love interests she dates both? Haha, what a fun idea. But there has been some poly ships in the DCLA fandom where people have actually been quite serious of it. So what I want to do today is talk about some poly ships and say my opinions of them. Due to it being non-canon ships, any constellation is possible, so I won't mention every single one of them. I will only mention the ones that I have seen and the ones that I have kind of considered myself. So we will jump right into it. The first poly ship that I want to talk about is probably the poly ship that has been the most popular in the fandom, and that is Ludmilla, Camilla and Nati. This mostly stemmed from the fact that these three girls are often shipped with each other 2 and 2. I think the most popular right now is Ludmilla and Nati, but Ludmilla and Camilla and Nati and Camilla are both extremely popular as well. And well, because of this, it's basically considered that all three of them are dating each other. No, I really love this. I think absolutely that the three girls could date each other. In my headcanons, both of them started dating Nati first. Like, Nati couldn't choose who she wanted to date, so they agreed that she could date both of them. And then Ludmilla and Camilla, even though they didn't want to admit it at first, they realized that they kind of liked each other too. So, well, then all three dated each other. Next, I want to talk about the poly ship that is Ambar, Simone and Luna. This poly ship came about because many people who don't like Luna with Matteo usually do prefer her with Simone, but they can also realize that Simone and Ambar are a pretty good ship too. So what are you supposed to do? Well, most people would say, well, Luna can just end up single because she and Simone would just continue to be best friends and it would be all good. And I do think that Luna ending up single is the absolute best option. But if she doesn't, then maybe Simone can date both girls. This one is like, in theory, absolutely, the three of them can date each other. It's only that Luna and Ambar can't date each other because they're cousins, so it would be weird. And sure, absolutely that they can share Simone, but I don't know, I feel like, Luna in general is like pretty asexual, and if she shared him with Ambar, she would still like treat him as a friend even though they would kiss, while Simone and Ambar would be more intimate, if you know what I mean. And so in the end I think that then Luna and Simone would just go back to being friends, because Luna is like, well, I just like the relationship we have as we have it, and in the end everyone would just be happy. So yeah, this one, in theory, maybe, not so much in practice. Next one is a fun one, according to me. It's Diego, Leon, Violetta and Francesca. So, the trip to Madrid just became way more spicier. I love this so much, because Violetta and Leon is my favorite canon ship. Francesca and Violetta is my favorite girl ship. And Diego and Leon is my favorite boy ship. So I fucking win. Okay, at the same time, Diego and Violetta is not my favorite relationship, even though I think it was important and a pretty intriguing storyline, but, it was pretty clear from the start that they wouldn't be endgame. And Leon and Francesca I mostly see as friends, but in this context I don't really care. Because I win in more ways, that I can accept that Diego and Violetta and Francesca and Leon also have something going on. Diego and Francesca is also not my favorite ship, but I do appreciate them a lot, so I'm not complaining about that either. I also did read a fanfiction once by someone, I don't remember exactly who, but if you were that person and you watch this video, you can just leave a comment. I read a fanfiction by someone where these 4 characters were together, and They also had a child, and I don't know who was pregnant with the child and who was the father. One of the girls was also pregnant with their second child, and I think they made a thing about not knowing who the father was to that child. And for some reason I was like, you know what? I kind of like this. I mean, they seem happy. Next Polish ship I want to talk about is Jim Jam and Ramiro. I totally get the appeal of this. The three of them is a very iconic trio. I like to refer to them as the fruity trio because they are all very fruity. However, I do think that Jim and Jam are a bit more fruity to each other than they are with Ramiro. I absolutely love their little friendship group, but I think that with Ramiro, both Jim and Jam should just stay friends. But I'm sure that Ramiro will always be in their lives. Maybe Ramiro can be the godfather of Jim and Jam's child, or the donor to their child. Although in my opinion, I wouldn't want Ramiro to be their donor, but I do think that he could be the godfather. Next Polish ship I can mention is Marco, Diego and Francesca. So this is a classic, why should she choose one of them when she can date both? And with Francesca's ships, I am not always preferring the one to the other, because I think both Marco and Diego brought something good for her. I do think her and Diego's relationship might be a bit more mature, but we also shouldn't forget that Marco really came at the best time for her. I am also not so against Marco and Diego hooking up, so you know what? I am completely fine with this. But I don't have that much to say about it. Next Polish ship we have is the Red Sharks Polish ship. This either only consists of Ambar, Emilia and Benicio, or they also include Ramiro. However, most commonly it's just the first three. Here's the thing, I don't like Benicio. I mean, no one likes Benicio, except for like maybe one kid out there who has him as their favorite character, but like, do you want to be that kid? Do you want to be the kid that has Benicio as your favorite character? The Polish ship kind of does make sense when you consider that Benicio canonically has said that he wants to get together with both Ambar and Emilia, so like, he wants to have a Polish ship with both of them. But I, to be honest, think that the girls should just ditch him and hook up with each other instead. And I think that Ramiro should just stay out of it. Next Polish ship is that of Violetta, Francesca and Camilla, aka the Código Amistad trio. Well, as you know, I do love Violetta and Francesca together, but I only see friendship between them and Camilla. So the three of them together, according to me, completely platonic. Next Polish ship is Matteo and all of his boyfriends, but more specifically Simon, Gaston and Ramiro. So people like to ship Matteo with every man ever and joke around that he has several boyfriends. Honestly, people ship him way more with boys than they do with girls, because boys, people are like, yeah, he has chemistry with Simon, he has chemistry with Gaston, he has chemistry with Ramiro, and then when people come to girls, they're like, Luna? Question mark. The only boy out of these that I really ship Matteo with would be Ramiro. But as I've said before, Matteo is completely fine when he is with other men. It's only with women that he sucks. So I guess a Polish ship with Matteo and all these boys, I guess it's fine. I am just not sure if Matteo is the only one that dates them and they don't date each other, or if it's like they all also date each other. I mean, I have encountered several people that like Simon and Gaston together, and so I have sort of gotten into that more too. And I mean, Ramiro is really, really fruity, so I think that he has definitely vibes with everyone, even if I haven't particularly shipped him with any other boy other than Matteo, but I mean, it could work. Next Polish ship is Diego, Leon and Violetta. And this is a classic, why should Violetta choose when she can just date both boys? And you know what? Fine. It's fine. It's decent. I think it's much better than Tomas, Leon and Violetta. That is also not so much a thing, but also definitely is a thing. Then we have the roller band as a poly ship. And they were roommates. Oh my god, they were roommates. I mean, it's definitely appealing. Not sure how much I can comment on it, because I don't have much to say, but like, I get why it's a thing, and I get why it can be fun to think of it like that. And that was all the poly ships I could come up with right now, and I have definitely forgotten a lot of them, because you know what, when it's non-canon ships, you can just pair up anyone with anyone if you want to. I also didn't include much adult ships like Olga and her many boyfriends, because I don't care so much about the adults, honestly. Do you have any poly ship in the DCLA shows that you want to bring up? Leave a comment. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.